Good morning, traders. It is September 30th, Monday. We are about 35 minutes into trading, and it's time for the daily video. For those of you who are new to the YouTube channel, please subscribe. If you're an active trader, I'm going to be posting these videos on a daily basis throughout the rest of the year, and there will be actionable trades in these videos. So if you like the content, also please give it a thumbs up. The more subscribers I have, the more videos I'm likely to post. You can get everything that I'm going to be showing you this morning at www.oneoption.com. You'll notice there's only one product, Option Stalker. That's all you need. And it is available on a quarterly basis, and it has a real-time data interface. So you can trade right through the platform. Let's get going. Everything that we do starts with the market. Market first, market first, market first. So right now you can see that the S&P 500 has been pulling back a little bit. We've got this retracement off of the all-time high. We bumped up against it 1, 2, 3 times. Now we're pulling back and we're testing this horizontal support level right at 294. So that level is holding currently, and that is one that we want to lean on. You can see Friday's low was right on that horizontal support line. So today we're bouncing a little bit, but it's a quiet day. Mondays have tended to be very lackluster. Going to put up some major moving averages. We'll go with the 200-day. We'll go with the 100-day. And you can see how that 100-day is creeping up to this 294 level. So that should give us even more support there. I like this longer-term uptrend here. And you can see how that also intersects at about that 292.50 level. If you visually draw that line, this is becoming a major support level. We're heading into earnings season in a week, and that typically attracts buyers. So everything right now is setting up for a bullish pattern. I'm not over the top bullish because I think this resistance level is firm. I like selling bullish put spreads at this level right here. So that's what I'm going to be looking to do today. The volume's still going to be pretty low. We've got some numbers coming out this week. ISM manufacturing, we have ISM services, ADP, employment report. We've got the unemployment report on Friday. We had China release its official PMI today. That was market friendly, a little bit better than the previous month. So everything's shaping up to be pretty firm here. We've got a nice strong bid here, and the market should grind higher. So let's see if we can find some trades. I'm going to click scanner in Option Stalker, and I'm going to click bullish because we're bullish. So the first search I'm going to go to, these videos tend to be day trading centric. So the first thing I'm going to do is just go into my heavy volume search. I'm going to look for a bullish trade right out of the gate. That is some nice strength. BMY, nice strength. HPQ, getting through this downtrend line right here. So that also looks pretty decent. What is this search? We're looking for stocks that are above the prior day's high, heavy volume, and have good option liquidity. So KBH, a little far out of the gate for me. You can see that earnings announcement there. Nice head of steam. Yes, could present some opportunities, but I don't want to buy and chase. Nice big green candles. Any pullback on this stock today, I'd be interested in. So I'm going to throw a couple of alert lines out there and see if they get hit. If they do, I'd be interested in buying that stock on a pullback. BMY also shooting higher. Nice chart on the daily basis. We can see it breaking out. Fairly choppy stock. It usually gives you opportunities to get in, so we're going to do the same thing. Let's drop some alerts. I've dropped it right at the open of that long green bar. Same here. Let's see if we can get a retracement to that level. So we've got a few opportunities here. Nothing that jumps out at me right away. Relative strength, we'll take a look at stocks that are strong relative to the market this morning. Just going to click through. I'm going to go to the daily chart. I like to make sure that the stock is attractive on a swing basis. That sets up better opportunities for me to day trade the stock, because if by chance the stock goes my way and I really like the move, I can choose to hold it overnight if I want. Plus it just gives me another added confidence factor in that stock. So I don't really see anything that is popping out at me right now. We've had the market pulling back, so a lot of these stocks are also a little bit soft. We're going to go right into two searches that are really powerful on a swing trading basis. Actually, make that three searches. My favorite is Pop Bull. This search looks for compressions and breakouts. And there we can see a really nice breakout after earnings. This is THO, got through this horizontal resistance level. It's rallied $3. I like selling this bullish put spread right at the 100-day moving average. That's horizontal support, and I definitely would like doing that. So THO is one that I think sets up really well. Wait for it to retrace just a little bit. If I wanted to, I can go into E reaction. This shows me what the stock has done the last 4 quarters. This is a 5-minute chart immediately following the earnings release. So you can see opens lower, gaps lower, flat line. There we've got a little bit of a retracement. I don't see too much of a pattern here, but this stock is likely to give us an opportunity to get in. So I'm just looking for a little bit of a retracement. I'm going to set an alert line halfway up this long green candle. If it gets triggered, then I'll be looking to sell an out of the money bullish put spread. That's what I'm looking for today. Those are my opportunities. NWL, really nice. Look at this good breakout, decent volume. Got your compression, looks good. If you wanted to sell a bullish put spread, that's where you would do it right there. Your short strike price is right below that horizontal support. If it's breached, you buy it back in. Chances are, on this nice breakout, you want to see the stock continue to grind higher. This might be a nice day trading opportunity. I'm going to put an alert right here. I want to make sure that that support level is held, and I'm going to put an alert right on the middle of that long green bar. Very slow trading today, so I'm not in a hurry to do anything. I'll also put one right up here so that if this gets violated on the upside, I'll be able to take another look at it. If you go and set your alerts early in the day, you don't have to do much more after the first hour. You just start getting pop-up alerts and you can go back and review the stock. So most of your idea generation is at the beginning of the day. You can see Urban is trying to get through the 200-day moving average. If it's able to do that, maybe a nice bullish put spread, but I'm not too excited given that it's had to run up this far to get to that 200-day moving average. I'd rather see a compression right around that level and then a poke through. Then I'd feel very confident selling a bullish put spread here, but the stock might still set up well for a day trade. And you can see, we'll put up the 1 OSI indicator. This is showing us relative strength to the market. Orange line above 0 is good relative strength. The stock has got it. So looks like it wants to continue higher, maybe a good day trade for us from the long side. So that one's going to go on my list. GSK, Glaxo, pretty choppy. BMY we've seen. Foot Locker, trying to get through that 100-day moving average. Now I like this one better. You can see Urban just got through the new high. That's how an alert would show up, and it will take me back to that chart. So it looks pretty good. I'm going to be watching Urban. I like the relative strength today, and that's one that I will day trade from the long side. Back to FL. You can see the stock is a little bit choppy in here. It wants to break out through that 100-day moving average. If it can close above the 100-day moving average, you've got a horizontal resistance level right here. That's a key level. And right now the stock needs to get through that horizontal resistance level. If it does, then I would like selling a bullish put spread below that 100-day moving average. So if the stock pulls back and it violates this horizontal support, once it's through, it was resistance, then it becomes support, violates that support, and then the 100-day moving average, you buy that spread back in, you take your lumps, and you move on. But our assumption is that now that the stock is through that horizontal resistance level, it's going to continue to grind higher. As it does so, that spread will contract for us and we'll make money at it. So we want to sell out of the money premium right now with the market being trapped in a trading range. I'm neutral to slightly bullish. We want to take advantage of time decay and generate some income while we wait for a market move. With earnings coming up, I think that we're in good shape. Should get some good economic results this week as well. Right here, we've got a nice horizontal breakout on DLTR. Take a look at the 5-minute chart. You can see how the stock ran up and it's been able to compress near the high of the day. The stock has good relative strength. We want to see it through that high of the day, then we'd be interested in it for a day trade. And KMB. So I'm only using one search right now, Pop Bull. And we'll take a look at that on a daily basis. I don't like that the stock has had to reach this far to get to that high. It might be out of gas. I'd rather see a breakout on a compression like this and then through. So going to take a pass on that, but I've got two other searches I want to show you. This one's called Buy into Earnings Season. So I've gone through the last 12 quarters and I've found stocks that have been able to rally 75% of the time 2 weeks into earnings announcements. So the 2 weeks prior to earnings announcements, these stocks rally 75% of the time. This sets up really, really well for bullish put spreads. So let's see what we've got on the list here, and let's take a look at these daily charts. And they also have decent option liquidity. This stock is right down on horizontal support. You can see that support right there. You can also see a very slight upward bias to it. Don't know the company, not a huge fan of that one, but I like this one better right below this $9.50 level. And this is BBBY. We do not want to hold over earnings. The idea is we want the spread to contract and we want to buy it back before the earnings announcement. If the stock continues to creep higher, we'll be able to do that. When possible, I like to make sure that the earnings release date is after the option expiration date. So the options expire, we don't have to do anything with them, and then the earnings follow the following week. So this looks pretty good, especially if we can get through that 100-day moving average. But I would even sell a bullish put spread below this $9.50 level. Without looking at it, I'm not sure what the premiums might be on it. $1 out of the money inside of 2 weeks, probably not going to get a whole lot of credit for it. C, this looks nice. You've got that 100-day moving average right at the $67 level. I would sell the short strike for the put would be $67. If that support line is breached, you buy it back in. But the stock looks good. Relative strength, not bad. This one I like a lot, Costco. I like this one a lot because you see this breakout right here. That was prior resistance. Boom. Now it's support. That support is holding up really well. I like selling that put spread below the 284 strike price. Really like this one. Okay, this is one you should definitely look into. That's a little choppy, very compressed. LMAT, another nice horizontal breakout. You can see that was the prior high. Stock comes back, compresses, breaks out. Now it comes back right to that horizontal resistance, now support. Two nice candles, tails under body, up today, relative strength coming back. I like this one. I like selling a bullish put spread, probably using that $33 strike price, I think is the one that you want to use on this. Setting up really well though. Compression, holding that bid pretty well. You can see the gap higher, so this is, it's interesting. That would be where you want to sell below that level. And actually, this is a $2 stock, so we're going to pass on that one for sure. This stock is forming support right in here. Would rather see a little bit longer support than this after such a steep decline. Just want to make sure all those sellers are out of the way. So not my favorite one there, only because the stock has dropped so much. And this stock actually has had a big drop as well. One test, two test. I like that. The fact that this second support held. I also like that it's finding support above this low right here. So this one I actually like, but this is another cheap stock. If nothing else, it shows you the technical analysis that you need to be going through when you're looking for these bullish put spreads. But all of these stocks have a tendency to rally into earnings. Some of them are on major support like this one. May not be bad to just go in and buy some shares of stock. I think it's at $1.65 right now. If it announces within the next 2 weeks and you make 15 or 20 cents on it, that's a very nice return. Now here's another favorite search of mine, and this is going to be it's only going to get better and better with each passing week because it is a post earnings search. It's looking for stocks that gapped up through horizontal resistance after the earnings announcement, and it's been able to hold that opening gap since then. And these companies have announced in the last 2 weeks. So the real deal here is how many times have you looked at a stock where the earnings announcement comes out and you think, gosh, that was a nice move, but now they're selling the stock a little bit. I think I'll wait. And then you check the stock 3, 4, 5 days later and you find out that it has skyrocketed. Well, this search allows us to go back and look at those earnings announcements and to find that technical support and then to sell bullish put spreads. So here would be a case in point. SCS. So right here you've got your breakout, got your earnings announcement here. This is now your horizontal support level and it looks really good. In fact, you've got the stock still holding up strong relative to the market. So this 1775, let's say 1750 on the bullish put spread is where you want to sell your premium on the notion that this support is going to hold. That's how we play it, but look how well it's held up. CTAS. This one's trying to get through a resistance level, so I'm not as crazy about this. I like the fact that it gapped higher, and I like the fact that it's been able to hold those gains. Here's how we play it. GTC alert, put it right on the high. If this stock can get through that, I want to know about it because there's a very good likelihood that now it's going to continue after gapping up a little bit, compressing on the high. Now buyers are lined up, it pushes through. That breakout could be very, very good. Here's a nice one, JBL. There's your horizontal resistance. There's our earnings breakout. It's been able to hold that level. In fact, the next day it really shot higher. Been able to hold all those gains. This stock looks good and it's probably going to be a pretty decent one to day trade if it can get through this level. So I'll put another alert right up in here. That was a compression level. Like to see it get through this high of the day, but that's a nice looking stock. How would you play this one for selling out of the money bullish put spreads? You'd have to come back and look at that as a support level. Halfway up these long green bars, I also like that, which puts us at about 34.20. I would say you're probably going to have to be around the $34 level. That's your short strike price. If it comes back and takes out half of this long green candle, then you've got to close her down. If she pulls all the way back here, now you've got another opportunity to sell another bullish put spread with the idea that this prior resistance, now support, is going to hold. You get a lot of volume, good relative strength. JBL looks good. Final one, Nike. Here's another one. Beautiful. Look at that horizontal resistance. We get a technical breakout on the number. And what has the stock done since then? Boom, boom, boom. Grinding higher. It wants to go higher. I like this for a long. What's it doing today? The market's not doing much. It's strong relative to the market. Let me know if it gets through this high. So that's how we do it. We've got some nice bullish picks that I've been able to outline for you through the course of the presentation. The main thing that I wanted to do is to try and identify some bullish put spreads, let you know how it is that we want to construct that strategy. Always make sure on this strategy that your short strike price is below technical support. If that technical support is breached, you have to buy the spread back in. Move on to the next one. There are going to be some losers, but we're going to have a lot more winners than losers. And the stocks that I've shown you have positive momentum, so we're expecting them to grind, grind, grind higher. And even if they just hold flat, time decay is going to work in our favor and we'll be able to generate income while the market is flatlining. So I really liked CTAS, I like JBL, I like Nike. Trying to think of the stocks I liked here. I love Costco for a bullish put spread into earnings. Those are some of the main plays that I see today, and I'm going to go into Pop Bull for one more look. BMY looked pretty good. NWL looked good. URBN. Those all look good for day trades and DLTR as well. So I'm not day trading them right now. I'm going to be watching to see what happens with the market. We've gone nowhere since the open, so very, very slow. And we'll take a quick look at it. There you can see the market's basically right where it opened. That was the open. On a day like this, we're probably going to stay within Friday's range. There's Friday's high, there's Friday's low, and that means this will be an inside day. We'll try one side, we'll try the other side, probably try and fill this gap in sometime today. If we do, I'm going to be looking to buy as that happens, with the idea that we'll probably rally back and close to where we opened today. That's known as a doji on a daily chart. Context is very, very important. You have to know where the market's been, and that will help identify what it's likely to do right now. Low volume conditions, that's what I believe is going to happen. And we want to make sure that that SPY 294 level holds. That is critical to everything right now, that black line. As long as that black line holds, I'm neutral to bullish and looking to sell those out of the money bullish put spreads. Support here, earnings season coming up, trade talks with China coming up. Things are pretty positive for the market right now. I'm not looking for a major breakout, but as long as we can tread water, that's all I need for these bullish put spreads to work out. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow, the first day of October. Trade well.